6th in the WSL, hosting 10th. As both sets of players take the knee as a reminder that discrimination in any form has no place in football. And we are underway here at Brisbane Road. Molly Bartrip sending a ball long, hopefully looking for Bethany England. And that will go out of play. Spurs with the better of the head-to-head record between these two teams by quite some margin. We've had 26 fixtures played between Spurs and West Ham, 13 going the way of the home side, 7 the way of the visitors, and 6 ending in draws. And if we are level after the 90 minutes in this game, we will be going to extra time and then penalties, but Molly Bartrip is unhappy, as is the referee, with quality of that ball, so it's been swapped out. And the 28-year-old will resume play. Paired with Claire Hunt this evening, one of the 3 changes. Luana Bula dropping to the bench. And the centre-back pairing of Hunt and Bartrip with, well, someone who is synonymous with Tottenham Hotspur, Ashley Neville. On the far side, it's Amanda Nilden, who will hug this near touchline. It's been Spurs who have controlled the possession in the first 90 seconds of this game. Stamp taking some encouragement from the odd sloppy pass. They've been so clinical through the group stages of this competition. West Ham United beating Portsmouth 6-1, London City Lionesses 4-1, and Southampton 3-0. And the last time Spurs made it to a semi-final, it was Rhian Skinner who was at the helm, spending 2 years, 114 days at the club. Hunt, Bartrip, another long ball over the top, looking to go more direct, and Hayley Rasso will almost be onto it there. Spurs' intentions clear. I'll be happy to send the long balls over the top. So much pace in the attacking force for Tottenham Hotspur tonight. Spurs persuasion. Delighted to see Hayley Rasso back in action. Missing a significant part of the first half of the season with a hamstring injury, saw her out of international duty as well. Here is Rasso. Shannon Cook sending the ball out of play. And it will be an early corner for Tottenham Hotspur. Cook in the middle of this back four, but Rhian Skinner reorganising the back line this evening. She's paired with Camilla Size, with Kirsty Smith and Lee Meng-Wen on either side. Corner for Spurs, nice in swinger, headed back out. Looking for the head of Martha Thomas. Second attempt. That's a better delivery. Headed wide on the other side. Really well placed corner. And no one in the blue and white kit of Spurs could find the connection with it to send it towards Megan Walsh's goal. Pavi just brushes her hands off. England. Naz. Neville back to England, hugging the far touchline. Tries to make her way round Smith. That's nice. But too tight on the angle. Forced into the corner. Spurs so confident with using the channels, whether it be the strength displayed by Bethany England, whether it's the pace. They use the full width of the pitch, something that cost West Ham at the weekend, losing 5-0 to Chelsea, and they were very compact in their defending. Spurs who are under pressure now. Good interception from Hayley Rasso. Spence. Loose ball picked up by Thomas. And a huge opportunity opening up for West Ham. Martinez plays it off to her left-hand side. Pavi. Smith is high and has to turn backwards. Traffic ahead of her. Great touch from Martha Oloth. Nildum. Oloth, summer signing from Real Madrid. As well, he missed a significant part of the first half of the season after shining on the first day of action in the WSL. Spurs fans happy to have her back, and with the early opportunity that Shakira Martinez has had. I'm sure West Ham fans happy to have her amongst the ranks. Neville. Naz making the run. Too much on it. Well, this is one of 4 games. Of course, being the quarter-finals. And all of the other games kicking off before this one, with Chelsea Durham, Manchester United against Manchester City, and Brighton against Arsenal, all underway. And you can watch that on the multi-view option, as that will go out for a Spurs corner, ricocheting off the legs of Manuela Pavi. Amanda Nildum with both arms raised. An early indication signed to her team of where she intends to place this ball. Thomas wriggling free of Bubel, and that will be a goal, the first! Martha Thomas finding the opener after wriggling free of Solina Bubel. And Spurs take the lead. Perfect placement from the corner. And Martha Thomas guiding it home. perfectly positioned. A great header past Megan Walsh, and it's Spurs who take the lead within 10 minutes of this game. Eleanor Heaps having to hurry out of her area to ensure that West Ham didn't hit back immediately. Cook. Martinez driving forward, shoulder to shoulder with Claire Hunt. And it's a goal kick. But what a bright spark Shakira Martinez has looked on her return. First start for West Ham United. 5 goals, 2 assists and 11 appearances for Freiburg, where she spent the first half of the season on loan. And with those numbers, you can understand why she was recalled. Goals have been flying in this competition for West Ham United. It hasn't been the same story in the WSL. Cook, back to Walsh. Thomas proving her worth already as one of the 3 changes. 1-0 victory over Leicester at the weekend. Fortuitous own goal. As Hunt has the duty of guiding that back to her goalkeeper and away from Martinez, who looks hungry to secure her first goal for West Ham. Neville, Oloth, Hunt. It was Amanda Nilden who sent that ball in for the own goal against Leicester City, and the delivery, of course, from the corner coming from the bright spark who's on the ball now, just taken away from her feet. Amanda Nilden spent last season here on loan from Juventus, making that deal permanent over summer. Key to how Spurs play, using every blade of grass on the pitch. And that ball getting away from the feet of Martinez. Bartrip. Hunt. Drew Spence dropping deep. Naz making the run forward. Thomas is there as well. And that's despite the blistering pace of Jess Naz. Just have slightly too much on it. And steered away by Camilla Size. For a Spurs throw though. Neville will take. Oros. Nilden. Hunt. She's quite happy to invite the pressure. Good from Neville. again, just slightly too much on it for Ashley Neville. Kirsty Smith made her 50th appearance at the weekend, her third season here at West Ham. Shannon Cook. It almost fell invitingly for Emma Harries. Rasso desperately trying to stay on her feet, and she will win the foul and the free kick. All the attacking stats from the first 16 minutes going the way of the home side, who lead by 1-0. Confident in possession as well, Spurs. Quite happy to play out from the centre-back pairing, but also happy to send those balls over the top. And Martha Thomas has the ball at her feet again, and off the post. It was almost a second for Martha Thomas. Megan Walsh's blush is saved by her own woodwork. And so close to a second. Spurs dominating the early stages. Naz. Smith fighting to get back on the ball. She does. Pings off Spence as well. Goes back to Nilden. Opportunity opening up. And quickly the door is shut on West Ham. And the ball will go back to the star of the cover of the programme at the ground tonight, Eleanor Heaps, a 21-year-old who made her debut against Aston Villa in this competition in November, then went on to make another appearance in the League Cup before tonight, and 2 league appearances as well, due to Becky Spencer falling ill, and of course before they were able to bring in reinforcements in the goalkeeping position in the January window. There's a Cop joining from Leicester, keeping a clean sheet in her debut against her former club. A cup tied tonight, so it is Eleanor Heaps, the 21-year-old, who is between the sticks. Started her career at Liverpool's had loan spells to Blackburn, Coventry and Sheffield United. Martinez looking to turn. Harries is asking for it. And it's Heaps who gets there first. Harries staying down to stretch out, it seems. Helped back up to her feet by Molly Bartrip. And thankfully she's able to jog that one off. Just getting tangled with the goalkeeper. Martinez and Harries leading the line, usually joined by Manuela Pavi. This is Jess Naz down the other end, a tug of the shirt from Smith. She plays it in nicely, doesn't quite reach Bethany England, the intended target. And West Ham will try and counter. They have to go backwards though. Pavy helped back to her feet by Drew Spence after winning the free kick, which Shannon Cook will take and will try and launch an attack here. Pavy. Oh, Spurs are so quick to win possession back. Possession stats not heavily weighted in their favour. Although, as I say that, the screen updates, and it is Spurs who now have 74% of the possession. 3 shots, one of those, of course, the goal on target. And well in control as we go past 20 minutes of action in this quarter-final in the Subway Women's League Cup. A reminder, you can watch all 4 of the games simultaneously tonight. There is a multi-view feed available. Spence feeding Naz nicely, who can take her time. Neville drops down to Hayley Rasso, and it took a deflection and dribbled through to keeper Megan Walsh. The back of the head of Martha Thomas, and Rasso, shot deflected through the legs of Lee Mengwen. It's now just dropped a little bit more compact, and almost another. Snatched out of the air by Megan Walsh. Martha Thomas so quick to it. Against her former club tonight, Martha Thomas, where over 2 seasons she scored 10 goals. She was the top goal scorer last season for Spurs with 10 goals. The total that she amassed in the WSL over 2 seasons for her opposition tonight. And if anyone is going to put West Ham to the sword tonight, it is looking like it will be their former star Martha Thomas. Leading the press, joined by Hayley Rasso. And sloppy play from West Ham. Milden sending the ball back to Molly Bartrip, who will quite happily pass it between her centre-back partner Claire Hunt. Bartrip. Milden. Cook. Searlan. Size goes back to Cook. Harries looking forward. Solana Pubel. Smith. Searlan again. James was having to stretch. Rasso keeps running though. Size. Searlan. Size with a nice ball over the top. It's looking for Martinez, but the flag was up on the near side. Pavi. And Martinez was arriving, but sandwiched between two blue and white shirts, Olof and Thomas. Hunt. Olof. Neville. Bartrip caught out and foul given the way of Spurs. And you can see the frustration on the face of Manuela Pavi. And the referee, Ryan Atkin, will go over and just have a word with the Colombian. Spurs fans wanted a card to be shown there, and you can hear the shouts from the stands, which confirm the feelings of the home fans. Wanted a card showing the way of Manuela Pavi. A foul and then kicking the ball away. Nilden. England. Back to the keeper. Harry's looking to force the error. Now it's back to Ashley Neville. Hunt. And that was a hopeful ball over the top, which will find its way through to Megan Walsh, who goes the way of centre-back partnership of Sires and Cook. Ming Wang to the Chile international. London dropping back into the left back position, it seems, albeit temporarily. Naz trying to keep the ball in and control it, but too much power on it. Pavi breaking free. Martinez. Harry's found a good position. London. Olof. And Drew Spencer's gone down off the ball, holding her ankle, it seems. And the medical team called on. So play halted here, just over 30 minutes played. An opportunity for both sets of players to take on some fluids. West Ham trailing here at Brisbane Road by a 0-0. And Rhiannon Skinner calling her team over now as Drew Spence is back up to her feet. And for the first time tonight, you can watch all 4 of the quarter-finals in a multi-view stream. It's the later of the 4 games to kick off in the Subway Women's League Cup tonight. Half-time in the League Cup Manchester derby after Manchester United beat Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium at the weekend. It is Manchester City who lead by 2-1 away from home. That's at Leigh Sports Village. Chelsea hosting Durham, and they're into the 60th minute now, and it's Chelsea who lead by 1-0. Durham more than holding their own in that fixture. All level between Brighton and Arsenal, who are approaching half-time. And this is the later kick-off into over now. Half an hour played. 32 minutes on the clock. And it's Spurs who lead through a Martha Thomas header. Amanda Nilden with the pinpoint delivery from a corner. And since then, well, Martha Thomas could have had 2 more. The header plucked out of the air by Megan Walsh. Her most recent chance in between that chance and the goal. She was denied by the woodwork. Five shots for the home side to West Ham's sole shot, just 1. And no shots on target yet. There's Thomas. Over to England, who feeds Hayley Rasso. The distinctive bow in her hair. Oroth. Nilden. And across the face of goal, and no one there to turn it in. England only now getting back to her feet. Another example of why Amanda Nilden is integral to this Spurs side. Deliveries like that, and of course the corner for the goal tonight, and the cross which went in off the legs of the keeper against Leicester at the weekend. The only goal, an own goal, but the delivery from Amanda Nilden. So play pulled back here, and it's a free kick for West Ham. Camilla Size with the bright pink boots, one arm raised. Pings around. Can anyone get it over the line? Pavey turning. Rasso sliding in. Attack continues for West Ham. They have player down. Sorina Pubel over on her haunches. West Ham looking to wreak havoc in the area following a free kick, and they had their opportunities from it. Spurs, though, wise to all of them. Claire Hunt. Bartrip. Less than 10 minutes of regulation time in this first half to play. Olos. England, the captain's deep. Rasso. Out wide. Naz. A slight confusion there about where the ball was. Almost had two balls on the pitch. Neville. Brought down by Naz. Thomas has dropped back so deep, and that allows actually Neville to make a run forward. By Wen, and another opportunity. England will try and get a second bite of the cherry. Rasso, Nilden. England. Nilden keeps the ball at her feet just about. And now West Ham with Martinez on this near side. Harries. Nice delivery, and there's the equaliser. Selina Poubel. Perfectly placed to level things out before the break. It was a perfect delivery from Emma Harries, who looked to the side. A nice curling ball straight to the feet of Selina Poubel. And we are all level here in this Subway Women's League Cup quarter-final. Well, their first shot on target, West Ham, and they find the back of the net with it. Unlocking the Spurs defence. And we are all level as we approach 40 minutes played. A reminder that if we are level after the 90 minutes, we will play an extra 30 minutes. And if we're still level after that time, it will be to penalties to decide we will go through to the semi-final. England trying to find a way through once again. Rasso chesting the ball down, great control. It's such good control from Hayley Rasso. And it's a goal kick. Megan Walsh just pulling her palm away. West Ham so clinical in this competition and really growing into this game. Manuela Pavi, nice footwork. It's dropped back. And the scorer of the equaliser couldn't find the second goal. Here's Emma Harries once again, though. Sends it out wide to Manuela Pavi. Find the return ball to Harries, though. And as much as Eleanor Heaps rushed to collect the ball, it was fairly clear that that had gone out of play. Off a Spurs player, and so it will be a West Ham corner. Set piece taker for West Ham. One arm raised. It will be a slightly longer run up, but she'll play it short to Smith. And well, that's easily collected by by Eleanor Heaps. And it was a bit of a scramble and some shoving in terms of trying to swipe the ball off the keeper by the looks of things there. Ashley Neville not happy with that one as Martinez gets back to her feet. Kirsty Smith. Good delivery, wow! That is spectacular! Absolutely superb to put West Ham ahead. Well, can you believe it? Kirsty Smith, it's a spectacular free kick that just bounces in all the wrong places for Spurs. And a really spectacular goal for West Ham to take a lead before the break. Kirsty Smith, a free kick, bouncing ahead of Eleanor Heaps, who dived and well, couldn't get anything to it. Truly spectacular, an exceptional effort, and West Ham lead by 2-1 after barely featuring in the first 25 minutes. They now lead as we approach the end of the first 45 by 2-1, but will that be cut? A collision between Hayley Rasso and Megan Walsh. Three additional minutes added to the end of this first half. Rasso desperate to level things out once again. Spurs have work to do, and it's all because of an exceptional goal from Kirsty Smith. Her first of the season, and what a way to do it. Cook. Walsh. Camilla Size going back to her keeper and captain tonight to make an appearance this season in the league, Megan Walsh. Harries. Trying to set Pubel 3, but Spurs who come away with it. They don't keep possession for long though. Seelan. Martinez trying to find a way through. And really good recovery from Onoth. And so close to another goal. Kirsty Smith again rushing in. And well, the deflection just steering it wide. It will be a corner for West Ham, and it will be one of the final pieces of action in this first half. In swinger, headed away, and high and wide. Bergman London's effort. So the 3 minutes played. Eleanor Heaps collects the ball. There's another ball thrown on, and well, the final piece of action of the first half. And what a spectacular goal for Kirsty Smith, her first goal of the season. And truly breathtaking to give West Ham United the lead. It was Spurs who shot out of the blocks. Solina Pubel levelling things out before Kirsty Smith. A spectacular goal, bouncing just ahead of Eleanor Heaps and going all the way through. Half-time here at Brisbane Road. It's Tottenham Hotspur 1, West Ham United 2. Now we can take a look back at the highlights from the first half. It was Spurs who had the best opportunities of the early stages and found the opener. The head of Martha Thomas, a perfect delivery from Amanda Nilden from the corner. Sending it past Megan Walsh, and she almost had another. The woodwork denying Martha Thomas. Deflection. Helping out Megan Walsh there before she snatched the ball out of the air to deny Tottenham a second. And not long after, it was West Ham who found the equaliser. Solina Pubel, summer addition to the squad from Zurich, finding the back of the net. Hayley Rasso desperately trying to put Spurs back ahead, but instead it was that spectacular moment from Kirsty Smith. Truly breathtaking. She put West Ham in the driving seat of this quarter-final clash. It was so close, millimetres away from a second, as it pinged off the Spurs leg and trickled past the post. And so here at Brisbane Road at half-time, That is Tottenham Hotspur, who trail West Ham United by 2-1. Replacing Drew Spence. Charlie Grant is on for Amanda Nilden. And Gunning Williams, you can see, having her boots checked. She is the final of the 4 substitutions made by Tottenham Hotspur at the break, and she replaces Jess Naz. Well, we did see Drew Spence go down holding her ankle. We have asked the question as to why Robert Villahammer's made 4 changes at the break, and we do believe none of them are due to injury. It is just tactical after watching the first half, and there's an air as well, we believe, of rotating players. So 4 changes. Lena Gunning-Williams, Anna Cheeky, Olga Athinen and Charlie Grant onto the pitch for the second half. Spurs trailing by 2-1 and a place in the semi-finals at stake. West Ham get us underway. 2 really well-worked goals, and you have to say the goal of Kirsty Smith, who's just back on the ball, truly exceptional. It was some brilliant vision. The free kick taking a bounce in front of the keeper, and it's West Ham who are looking to be quick out of the blocks once again. The one time that Spurs have made the semi-finals of this competition, it was the now West Ham United manager Rhian Skinner who was in charge as the ball is recovered from the pitch and just poked to one side. A West Ham corner. In swinger, nicely weighted, skims the top of plenty of claret and blue heads, and drops back to the West Ham defence. So no changes for West Ham at the break. It's Megan Walsh who captains the side. She's between the sticks in the pink. Kirsty Smith, Shannon Cook, Camilla Size, Lee Meng Wen, the back 4. Seelan and Bergman Lundin operating a pairing in midfield with Solina Pubel, scorer of the first West Ham goal, just ahead of them, and then Manuela Pavi, Emma Harries with Shakira Martinez through the middle. Her first start after returning from Freiburg, where she spent the first half of the season on loan. And here is Gunning-Williams. There's a level of pace to the team as well. She's replaced Jess Naz, and well, in terms of place and pace, she's definitely a good option you can bring off the bench. Spurs with the corner, in swinger, but it's low, and easy for Shannon Cook to clear. Great goalkeeping from Megan Walsh. Kirsty Smith, after good defensive work coming out. Space opening up for the shot, but very good goalkeeping from the captain tonight for West Ham. Corner played short, swung in, headed down by Martinez. England looking for help and reinforcements. Comes in the form of Hayley Rasso. And that will glide into the arms of Megan Walsh once again. Grasso. Appeals from West Ham, and Lee Meng-Wen, who's on loan from Brighton and Hove Albion, former PSG player. Smith, scorer of that incredible second goal for West Ham. Picked out by Gunning-Williams, but rushing in, couldn't control the ball. And out for a throw, which Smith will take. England. Thomas. Well, the winner of this match will meet the winner of Chelsea against Durham, and it has finished 5-0 to Chelsea. So a semi-final clash with Chelsea up for grabs, and it's West Ham who are leading. It's a challenging route to the final at Pride Park in Derby County in March. Durham able to keep Chelsea to just one goal before the 60th minute, and then the floodgates opened. Durham the only team from the Women's Championship to make it into the quarter-finals. The other two games, Manchester United against Manchester City, they're in the closing stages at Leigh Sports Village. Manchester City with a 1-goal advantage there and all level. Just over 60 minutes played at Brighton and Hove Albion. And level goalless against Arsenal. And the remaining games you can still watch on the multi-view. 3 games still in action as Gunning-Williams. It's a nice pass to, and it's headed towards the keeper. Olga Athinen heading it right into the mix before Beth England rushing in, heads it towards the keeper. It's wide though, fast and deceptive. Good delivery from Olga Athinen. Hunt. Bartrip. Charlie Grant's now slotted in that left back position, vacated by Amanda Nilden. Athinen. Bartrip. Pinging around, England will go for goal! Straight at Walsh between the sticks. Powerful shot. But straight at the palms of the keeper. Attinen. Chiki. Grant linking up with Australian teammate. And a corner for Tottenham Hotspur. Look at Attinen. Collecting the ball, and will take this corner. In-swinger jostling for position, palmed away. Left for Hayley Rasso. Finds her preferred foot. Harry's held by England, and that will be out for a goal kick off Gunning Williams. Home fans in Brisbane Road trying to urge on their squad to an equaliser. If we are level after 90 minutes, extra time and then penalties. We'll wait. Hunt. Neville. Gunning Williams. On loan at Ipswich last season, where she made a brilliant impression. Scoring for fun, and she hasn't looked out of place at all. Joining up and coming into the senior squad here at Spurs. For Thomas, that's nice through the legs. Picked up by Hayley Rasso, who's been struck in the face. The ball came off her foot and pinged straight up into her face. Ryan Atkin calling on the medical staff for Tottenham Hotspur. Rhiannon Skinner having a word with Kirsty Smith. Who has gone straight over to her captain and goalkeeper to relay the information given by the manager. Rhiannon Skinner returning to the club that she managed for over 2 years. 2 years, 114 days she spent in charge of Spurs. Spoke about pre-match how important it is for West Ham to perform and be successful, but also realistic about them being stretched, competing in 3 competitions. And we do expect changes for West Ham shortly as well. Looks like Katrina Gorry is preparing to come on. It's Spurs already using 4 of their substitutions, all in one window though, as they came back from the break. I'm sure from Spurs fans there'll be plenty of questions over some of the choices of substitutions. And we have asked the question over whether any of them, with Drew Spence going down holding her ankle at one point in the first half, were due to injuries. It seems they're all tactical, as West Ham trying to find a way through once again, and it's Smith who had the last touch of the ball. Just couldn't stay on her feet long enough to guide it goalwards. Hunt. So much of the play going through centre-back pairing for Spurs. Looks like we might have more than just one substitution for West Ham. Does appear like Vivian Said has also made her way to the dugout to warm up. Looks like with intentions of coming on. 4 goals in the League Cup this season, 3 goals in the league. Second highest in terms of goals in this competition, as that ball just loops down into the arms of the keeper. And her best scoring season in England as well. Opportunity opening up for Gunning Williams. Smith having to work hard to try and close the door. There's England, and it's blocked. Some great defensive work from West Ham to keep them ahead. Bethany England poised and couldn't find a way through. They will have a corner though. Well weighted, headed up and high though. Falls back to Rasso, who can't keep hold of the ball for long. Manuela Pavi driving forward. Smith scored that spectacular second goal, but this time round can't keep the ball at her feet and away from Ashley Neville. So plenty of changes already for Tottenham Hotspur, and now we have 3 changes for West Ham United, including regular captain Katrina Gorry. She looks to be the first to come on. And, she will replace Seelan. Manuela Pavi is being replaced. Well, that also is not what we heard. So they've said number 11. I think number 77, Solima Pubel, was due to be the substitution. It's just been miscommunicated to the 4th official. So the changes will now be delayed, and it will be Anouk Denton who comes on for Lee Meng-Wen, as we wait for what was supposed to be the second substitution, and it's Solina Pubel who scored the equaliser for West Ham before they went on for the second goal, which is currently the difference. And Asai, Vivian Asai, is now onto the pitch. And to confirm, Manuela Pavi will remain on the pitch. And just a slight miscommunication for the fourth official. England fighting to get back on the ball, but Malika Bergman-Lundin guiding it back to the defence. And first touch of the ball for Anouk Denton, who is now set to chase, shoulder to shoulder, and an evident clear tug on the back as Charlie Grant shrugs. And straight into the action, it's fair to say, Anouk Denton. Her fourth season at West Ham now, after starting her career at Arsenal. And the rivalry, fierce rivalry from her former club, shining through there slightly with that move. Here is Grant. Rasso. Cook trying to get back. Rasso with the great footwork. Can't get it past the near post of the keeper though. Finds space so easily, Hayley Rasso. Beth England was there if the keeper made a mistake, but Walsh holding on to it tightly. Thomas, scorer of the only goal for Spurs. Bartrip. Ball finally brought down. It's Hayley Rasso who was forced off it, and the free kick has gone the way of the visitors. And it's taken quickly. Saï. Martinez with the return ball. Nice delivery, but well, in the end it goes well wide. I think it was completely anticipated by Vivian Saï. Bergman-Lundin has remained down on the ground though, and is now being treated by the team physio. So Tottenham still trailing. It's West Ham who lead by 2-0. 2-1 even. It was Spurs who opened the scoring through Martha Thomas, and I'm sure there was plenty of mulling of the missed opportunities that they could have had to get further in the lead before West Ham launched a late fight back at the end of the first half. Gorry. Pavey. Manuela Pavey doing really well to try and keep the ball at her feet. She's caught, though, it seems, Gunning Williams. And once again, just a delay. And now a free kick. So free kick to West Ham, a dangerous position. And once again, it will be Camilla Size to take. Ryan Atkin with a final word to the Spurs trio, who make up this first line of defence. Size. And well plucked out by Eleanor Heaps. Hunt. Just under 20 minutes remain. Hunt just edging forward. Patrick now looking for her options. Martinen can't find a way through. And, well, a clear shove on the back there, and, well, plenty developing from that as Elena Gunning Williams trying to get back up to her feet. She was tangled with Bergman Lundin, and Vivian Asai going over when she didn't need to, is the opinion of the referee. So not long after coming on, the player who sits second in the standings in this competition in terms of goal scoring stats has been shown a yellow card. So not long after West Ham had a free kick in a dangerous area, it's now the turn of Spurs, with Tottenham looking to level things, and well, West Ham haven't given the same amount of bodies to that first wall. Harvey left all alone. Gorry, who goes shoulder to shoulder with her compatriot and international teammate Hayley Rasso. He trying to find the delivery and the ball through to Shaquilla Martinez. Gunning Williams. And well, the ball went straight to the feet of Martha Thomas, but she didn't keep it for very long. Hunt. Tricky. Rasso. Gunning Williams. Tottenham. No doubt for a Tottenham Hotspur throw. Ashley Neville to take. After taking time to get into the game, it's a strong performance from a very changed West Ham side. Tricky, one arm raised. Summer signing, brought on as a sub in this game after starting every game in this competition before this point. And well, that will be another corner. Just about. In swing, a nice placement. And quick to guard that near post was Walsh, who just apologises to her teammate, landing on the head of Kirsty Smith. So 3 consecutive corners, and that one landing on the roof of the net. Movement on the Spurs bench once again after those 4 changes coming at half-time. Final substitution to be made. I'm expecting it shortly as Manuela Pavi picks up the ball, does really well to stay on her feet. Asayi through the legs and well, takes a tumble and there's no one there to receive it. Well, she's back up to her feet, but Emma Harries is now down. I'm expecting Matilda Wienbelly. He was back in the squad, back on the bench today after missing out against Leicester. She's the player preparing to come on, and we believe it will be Hayley Rasso who will be making way for the Swede. It's just going through some final tactics next to the dugouts here at Brisbane Road, while Katrina Gorry is in conversation with Rhiann Skinner. Harry's still down on the ground receiving treatment, providing that assist for the equaliser at the time for West Ham. A lovely curling ball right to the feet of Selina Pubel. So Harry's off to the side and now will be waiting to be invited back on. Spurs just holding fire on the substitution. Wienbelly still receiving the final bits of instruction. Size picked out by Ashley Neville, and well, a more than obvious handball there from Kirsty Smith, and now the substitutions will happen. And it is Matilda Wienbelly returning from injury And back on the pitch for Tottenham Hotspur, Hayley Rasso making way. Now cries of shoot coming from the crowd after a spectacular goal, admittedly from about half that distance from Kirsty Smith. Gannon Williams continuing, this is a brilliant run. Back into Spurs possession. Martinen. Grant. England, and headed just over by Claire Hunt, the tall centre-back who was waiting for that kind of opportunity. Miller Size kept travelling. Hunt stopped, but the header looping over the top of the net. So less than 10 minutes of normal time remaining, and unless Tottenham can find an equaliser in the remaining 10 minutes, it will be West Ham who will be through to another semi-final. And a meeting with Chelsea, deflection off the back of Size. That's Martha Thomas who was looking for another. Beanbelly. And that cross just too close to the keeper. Hunt. Bartrip. Neville. Fallen nicely to the feet of Martha Thomas, who takes a couple of looks up, and surely that is excellent goalkeeping from Megan Walsh to keep West Ham ahead. Matilda Beanbelly was rushing in, and a strong palm. Well, Beanbelly can't quite believe it. Palmed onto the roof of the net. Superb work from the goalkeeper. The pressure continues though. That's headed straight back out. And can't be controlled on the touchline. So out of play on the far side for a West Ham throw, as play is halted once again. And this time it's Camilla Size who's holding her face, and the ref makes it very clear, Ryan Atkin, that well, he's stopping his watch in this instance. Gorry. Reaches Heaps and Neville before Sayu can get on it. Changes incoming once again for West Ham. Miko Ueki was warming up, but I believe she's gone back to her seat. And it's Tiziak who is now the sole West Ham substitute who is preparing to come on. And well, it will be happening a little bit sooner than we expected. Tiziak, the last change now for West Ham. Ever present in the league this season, with the most clearances per 90 minutes in the league, 7.5. On the bench for 2 of the League Cup games. And as Rhian Skinner looks to go for a slightly more defensive formation for the last 5 minutes, or what she hopes will be the last 5 minutes, unless Spurs can find an equaliser now. Cook under pressure from behind, and it's Bethany England who slides into the advertising hoardings. Shannon Cook, some discomfort it seems. West Ham reached the semi-finals in the 2022-23 season. It was Chelsea they met. At this rate, it will be a repeat of that semi-final. They were knocked out at that stage, losing 7-0. They'll be hoping, if it is them who goes through, that it's better avail this time. Chelsea, though, in such good form in the league. And, of course, outside of it as well. Flying in the Champions League, only entering the Subway Women's League Cup at this stage, along with Manchester City and Arsenal, of course. Time running out for Spurs. And 4 times elsewhere. It's the only game that is continuing. As I think was hoping for a free kick there. She does get the ball back at her feet and gifts the task of finding a way through to Gunning Williams, and then Thomas. Swiped away by Martinez, and that will be a throw far side for Veenbully and Spurs. So confirmation of the other semi-final, Arsenal leaving it well, quite late indeed, but putting 4 past Brighton and Hove Albion in the end. Chelsea, of course, meeting the winners of this game, and it will be Arsenal who will meet Manchester City after they bounce back from defeat in the Manchester derby in the WSL. Martinez trying to find a way past Ethinen. Great turn from Asayi, and off the post. And so close to a third for West Ham. Does so well to turn, find the space, and just grazing the post on the far side. There's Eleanor Heap stretched. So calm under pressure, just on the edge of the area. Finds herself in a good vein of form, and her confidence showing in the statistics as well. Her best goal-scoring season, Vivienne Asai in England. Asai second in terms of the standings for the Golden Boot in this competition. So 7 additional minutes added on to the end of the second half here at Brisbane Road, so it's far from over, and Spurs will be desperate to try and send this to extra time. If they can find an equaliser, they will. That won't be enough. It trickles past the keeper and out. Megan Walsh will be happy to take her time here. And we now, having expected Nico Recchi to come on, it does look like she might be getting ready once again, and Emma Harries will be the player she's set to replace. This is Denton flying up the far side. Cook. And the Spurs fans want to see a little bit more urgency from their side. All the frustrations from the stands. They flew out of the block. Spurs looked so promising. Could have been 3 goals up by the time West Ham found the equaliser, and then since then it's West Ham who have been a real challenge to break down. Asai. Athinen. Chiki. I think there's some hopeful appeals for handball there. Hard to tell from this angle. Gunning Williams standing strong and really holding her own to be able to turn there. Just look at that. Really great work from the youngster, and almost fumbled by the keeper. So half of the 7 additional minutes played. Martinez, who has now just moved further out wide. The inclusion of Asai. So good at drawing the opponent in. Actually, Neville. That time it was Sai sliding in on her, and no surprise to see the referee unhappy with where they were trying to take the throw-in from. And in the meantime, we will have a substitution as well. Miko Ueki replacing Emma Harries. 6 goals in the league, 6 assists last season. And 2 WSL goals and 2 League Cup goals so far this season. Bartrip looking for England, it's headed away. Wienberli trying to bring it down. Martinen. Seconds left, less than now for Tottenham Hotspur to try and find an equaliser. That would send this game to extra time. Now the Spurs fans counting the time it takes for Megan Walsh to release the ball. With less than 60 seconds remaining in the 7 minutes of additional time, and the free kick has gone the way of the home side and Spurs. Bethany England, the captain, holding her face. It's a long way out. We've seen what West Ham could do. They made the most of a free kick from not too much closer in than Anna Chiki stands now. And then Bartrip had a look. Maybe from Attinen. Picked up by Grant. Chiki. Desperate now from Spurs, and desperate defending as well from West Ham. Wienberli. Gunning Williams. Scrambled away. And West Ham have done it. They are through to the semi-finals. Tottenham made the better start to the game, but it was West Ham who came back so strongly towards the end of the first half, and those 2 goals are enough to see them through to a semi-final tie with Chelsea. The first time they've reached the semi-finals since the 22-23 season. And it's disappointment for Tottenham Hotspur, who bow out at the quarter-final stage once again. Their Subway Women's League Cup run comes to an end. They, of course, will still compete in the FA Cup. But it is West Ham who march on with eyes set on the final at Pride Park. They will have to find a way past Chelsea first, but if they can perform in the way they did with some moments of magic, they will certainly back themselves. Kirsty Smith with an incredible goal. One that fittingly turned out to be the winner. It's finished here at Brisbane Road. Tottenham Hotspur 1, West Ham United 2. So it was Spurs who flew out of the blocks with some brilliant chances, and then the opener off the head of Martha Thomas. Brilliant delivery from the corner by Amanda Nilden. Thomas could have had another, denied by the uprights. Hayley Rasso almost giving Spurs a bigger advantage, and well plucked out by Megan Walsh, the second header from Martha Thomas. It was then the equaliser, perfectly placed by Selina Pugh-Bell. The delivery from Emma Harries right to the feet of Pugh-Bell. Rasso desperately trying to find the equaliser. And, well, it was then Kirsty Smith with that moment of magic. Just after Tottenham had looked to go back into the lead, it was Kirsty Smith who put West Ham into the lead. And she almost gave them an even bigger advantage going into the break, rushing in, but unable to find the back of the net. Some superb goalkeeping from Megan Walsh to keep Spurs out in the second half. Her goal regularly peppered, but standing strong on every occasion, including that chance for Hayley Rasso. And most spectacularly, you have to say, denying Matilda Wienbelly, who on her return to the Spurs squad looked almost set to send it to extra time. Gunning-Williams continuing to impress, but unable to find the equaliser in the end, and it is West Ham United who set up a semi-final tie in the Subway Women's League Cup with Chelsea, with all eyes on who will be reaching the final in Pride Park in March. It's finished here at Brisbane Road. Tottenham Hotspur 1, West Ham United 2.